Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Asma Shazad from Defense Degree College. Today I have selected the topic Valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, which is very popular as Vesper theory, from your chapter 6. Vesper stands for valence shell electron pair repulsion, and it's a theory. Nyholm and Gillespie developed this theory. Sedgwick and Powell presented it in 1940. What is Vesper theory? Vesper theory is used to predict the shape of the molecules from the electron pairs that surround the central atom of the molecule. The basic assumption of this theory is valence electron pairs means lone pairs and bond pairs are arranged around the central atom to remain at a maximum distance apart to keep repulsions at minimum. Vesper theory is based on the following main 4 postulates. These are the very important postulates. The first is both bond pairs and lone pairs participate in determining the geometry of molecules. Number 2, the electron pairs are arranged around the central polyvalent atom so as to remain at a maximum distance apart to avoid repulsions. Number 3, the electron pairs of the lone pair occupy more space than the bond pairs. Number 4, magnitude of the repulsions between electron pairs in a molecule decreases in the following order. Lone pairs repulsions are the strongest one. Lone pair bond pair repulsions are lesser than the lone pair repulsions, and bond pair repulsions are of very low intensity. These repulsions are called van der Waals repulsions. The fourth postulate is the 2 electron pairs of a double bond and the 3 electron pairs of a triple bond contains higher electronic charge density. According to the postulates, different type of molecules are formed, we arrange the molecules according to the number of electron pairs. In our syllabus, the types of molecules which are included are AB2 type, AB3 type, AB4 type. The components of a molecule contains basically a central atom, which is polyvalent, means has many valencies and is represented as mostly as A. The bonded atoms represented as B. There may be more than one atoms. And the lone pairs of electrons in some cases, and is represented as E. Geometry of the molecule is dependent upon the valency of the central polyvalent atom. This is the main point of the whole theory, that the valency of the central polyvalent atom determines the geometry. Let's discuss the type AB2. That means the central atom A is bonded with two other atoms B and B. So the number of electron pairs present in the polyvalent central atom is 2. Number of electron pairs are the bonding electron pairs is the nature of the electron pairs is bonding. The bond angle between the two bonded atoms is 180. So the geometry of the molecules is linear. That means B is 180 degrees apart from the other B. For example, beryllium chloride BeCl2, MgCl2, CaCl2, SrCl2, CdCl2, HgCl2, BeF2, CO2. As we discussed, the last postulate, that the double bonds or the triple bonds will occupy more charge density but the same space. So in case of carbon dioxide, the carbon and oxygen are having double bonds on each side. So oxygen carbon oxygen bond angle is 180 and the shape of the molecule is linear. The next main type is AB3. AB3 has 3 bond pairs. If we see the number of electron pairs, so the central atom is A, number of electron pairs in total is 3. Nature of electron pairs is sometimes it is totally bond pairs, sometimes bond pairs plus lone pairs. So the bond angle is mainly in case of AB3 is 120. The geometry for this type is trigonal planar in AB3 case, but if a lone pair is present, then the geometry is slightly changed and it becomes bent angular with AB2E. AB2E means central polyvalent atom has 2 bonding electron pairs and 1 lone pair. The example for AB3 types is BH3, BF3, ALH3, GAH3, INH3, TLH3, AlCl3. Means the group 3A elements make AB3 type bonds, and the shape or the geometry of the molecules is trigonal planar. AB2E type molecules are those in which there are 2 bonding electron pairs and 1 lone pair is present. The examples are SnCl2 and SO2. In case of SnCl2, the lone pair is exerting slightly more repulsion on the bond pairs, and the angle between Cl-SnCl reduces to 119, or it is less than 120. Same goes for the case of SO2. The bond angle reduces to 119. AB3 type molecules with multiple bonds means double bonds or triple bonds are present. In case of SO3, the sulfur is having 6 electrons in the outermost shell and is making bonds with 3 oxygen atoms. These 3 oxygen atoms are making double bonds with sulfur, and the 3 bonds are occupying the maximum distance apart and an angle of 120 from each other. AB4 type is the third type in which the central atom is A, having 4 electron pairs. They may be all the bond pairs. They may be combination of bond pairs and lone pairs. The geometry of the molecule will depend upon the number of lone pairs and bond pairs. More the lone pairs, more will be the repulsion, and lesser will be the angle. So bond angle in case of AB4 type is 109.5 and the geometry is tetrahedral. If 1 electron pair is present, that means 1 lone pair is present and 3 bond pairs are present, then the geometry is trigonal pyramidal. And in case of 2 bond pairs and 2 lone pairs, the shape changes to bent angular. Examples of AB4 are CH4, CCl4, GeH4, SiH4. Means the pure AB4 type of molecules will be formed by the group 4A elements. AB3E. The examples are NH3, BH3, ASH3, SPH3, BiH3, NF3. Means the group 5A elements are making Ab3E type of molecules. The number of bond pairs will be 3 and number of lone pairs is equal to 1. So total number of electrons in the polyvalent central atom is 5 and the number of electron pairs will be 4 electron pairs, out of which 3 are making bonds with other atoms and 1 is the lone pair. The lone pair of electrons is exerting a repulsion as compared stronger than the bond pair repulsion, so it will occupy more space and the bond angle of hydrogen hydrogen will be reduced to 107. The example of Ab2E2 type are H2O and H2S. In case of Ab2E2 type, the group 6A elements are mostly making this type of bonds. If they are making bonds with the hydrogen atoms, then there are 2 bond pairs and 2 lone pairs. The lone pairs are occupying more space and exerting more repulsion, which results in reduction of bond angle between hydrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, and it reduces to 104.5 in case of water. Why ammonia is triangular, pyramidal and not tetrahedral in shape? For this question, we must see the electronic configuration of the central polyvalent atom nitrogen. 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. The non-bonding electrons, that means the lone pair present in the 2s orbital, occupies more space and exerts a strong repulsive force on the bonding electron pairs, and these bonding electron pairs move closer, which reduces their angle from 109.5 to 107.5. Another question related to this topic is why water is bent angular in shape while beryllium chloride and carbon dioxide are linear, although all these 3 molecules are triatomic molecules but have different shapes. Again, we have to see the electronic configuration of the central polyvalent atom. In case of water, the electronic configuration of oxygen is 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. So in the second shell there are 2 lone pairs present and the 2 unpaired electrons present. The 2 lone pairs of the second shell will impart 3 different types of repulsions: lone pair repulsion, lone pair bond pair repulsion, bond pair repulsion. So these repulsions reduces the angle of HOH from 109.5 to 104.5, and hence what is a triatomic molecule is a bent angular instead of linear in shape. This is an overall view of the geometries, number of electron pairs, shapes of molecules, their examples in VSEPR theory. I hope you people are now able to explain the structures, the geometry, and are able to draw the shapes of the molecules if you know the number of electron pairs of the central polyvalent atom, which is basically the main point of VSEPR theory. Thank you.